My name is Pradeep Kumar, and
Hi, my name is Nishchal Bansal.
Hi, I am Kapil Jain, one of IoT Group.
Hi, I'm Mukund Agarwal.
thank you. Thank you for the introduction, Vibal. And this presentation is on using IoT Smart Board. First of all, we like to personally welcome you all for joining this session on our systems. So let's just get started with the presentation right now. There are a lot of questions in everybody's mind whenever a new technology has been introduced to this world. We are very much familiar with IoT devices and how they work and how useful IoT is. And most of us, as a user, we tend to focus on end products, that is IoT device. And it could be most of us, as a user, we tend to focus on end products. Which is mostly like fan, TV, microwave, but we never focus on the fact that all the devices are connected to the power supply, which is switchboard. What if we convert those switchboards into the smart switchboards and we can power on and off most of our old appliances and devices remotely? So let me go ahead with the next slide and I will let you know what exactly the smart board is. And this is our team. I believe you can see Pradeep Kumar, that's me. And we have Nishchal right now with us. We have Kapil and we have Mukund right now. I believe you already met them. What is IoT Smart Power Board? And I believe it's pretty simple. We can let you know what is Smart Power Board. Usually we have a smart board at home, which we can connect all the which we can collect all the devices. But what if we can't access that smart power board remotely? And that is what we call the smart power board. And I'm going to go ahead move to the next slide right now to let you know more about it. Why exactly we need smart power board? So so when we have to let's say an example, whenever we want to switch on light, or switch off, whenever we're not, let's say we're traveling and we forgot to switch on and switch off the lights. Okay, what we do actually, we either go back home, or either we just say, okay, let it go, and we just pay a little huge bill. But on the other hand, when we have a power board, we can go ahead and switch off remotely. That will also go save power and control electricity bills. And also, we don't want you to go ahead and get the new devices, which is called IoT devices. This smart board can go ahead and change old devices into new high-tech devices, where you can go ahead and make sure you can control the switch on and switch off remotely from anywhere and any appliances which is connected to this power switchboard. And also, this can be connected through Wi-Fi Direct, Bluetooth, and also the internet. And let me go ahead and let you know how we can access. We created a mobile app which you can simply install on your cell phone and you can access from anywhere, or maybe through web dashboard too. Okay, so the next slide, what exactly the IoT Smart Power Board where we can use? Well, we are not restricted to only to, if you say like a smart power board, we are restricted only to homes. No. We created this smart power board, which is going to be fit in any kind of business. It could be factory, industrial, shop, small SMB business. And we can go ahead and access remotely this power board, which is and also I'm going to go ahead and let you know more about it in technically how exactly that we're going to use this IoT smart power board. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on this to Nishchal, and he will go ahead and let you know the architecture diagram, and moreover he will also let you know how exactly this smart power board works and how we get connected to the internet.
Okay, hi, I'm Nishcha. So this is our architecture diagram in which we have entities like our Android phone, our server, and most important, our smart power board. And we have database, of course. So I'm going to tell you like how our message will flow between these entities. Initially, we have to send our Wi-Fi credentials to smart power board using our mobile Android app, because like our smart power board is just a power board. We don't have any screen over there, we don't have any keyboard over there. So how will we provide Wi-Fi credentials of our home or our office to this smart power board? That's the option we provided in the Android mobile app, which will transfer the Wi-Fi credential to the smart power board. Then in the next step, request to add device. So with our mobile app, we will add our power board on the server. That this is a power board which I am going to control remotely. Then in the step number 3, we are storing the information on the database. That in which we have few tables. One is of the mobile, with the information of the mobile, the user information, and the smart power board information like location of the power board, MAC address, and number of switches of the power board. Then comes the fourth step, device registration. Now the power board has to be register itself with the server that okay, I'm alive over here, so I can be controlled by a mobile device. Then server send the information of board and switches to mobile. That mobile app will fetch the information from the server that this is the board which you can control, and these are the number of switches, and you can switch on off these switches. Then mobile sends a request of the switch on or off to the server. That request in the form of a command went to the smart power board to change the state. Then in the 8th step, smart power board will send a status of the plug to the server, which will of course reflect in the database as well. Then the status update from the server, the status update will reflect on the mobile app. So this is our architecture diagram of the power board, our smart power board project. So this is a little bit detailed architecture in which I am explaining few of the APIs which we are using in our mobile, our AWS IoT server, on our power board and database, few tables names which we are using in the database. Like you can see over here, we have a login authentication, mobile registration, and a API which will receive the commands, and API which will use for the board registration. And there you can see there is a Wi-Fi manager that is to provide the Wi-Fi credential to the smart power board. So mobile app connected with the smart power board only to provide the Wi-Fi credential. Otherwise, it is all other operations will go through the AWS IoT server, sending the commands and registering the device, etc. And this is a flowchart. Maybe you are unable to see properly, but yes, like I can, let me try if I can zoom it. Yes, I can. So I can explain you a little bit over here. Like in the starting, switch on the board supply. So our power board is just a board, so which will connected on the power. Initially, we will switch on our power board, and then there will be a light indicator, LED light indicator on the power board we have provided. The color of the light specify the condition of the power board, in which state it is. So initially it is red light. That means it is trying to connect on the Wi-Fi. There is some predefined credential is there, that is test credentials. Of course, that will not be available for your Wi-Fi, so it will not connect on that. So it will trying to finding the network if it is connected or not. If it is connected, then it is blue light. I'm supposing that it is not connected, so it is go for the no. Then there is a yellow light. It is trying to finding the Wi-Fi credentials. which we will provide through our mobile app. Then it will check for the credential validation. Is it valid credential or not? If it is not, then again it will check for the Wi-Fi credential. If it is valid, then the light will blue light. That means internet connected and trying to connect with the network protocol. Then the light changes to green light if the credentials are valid and it is connected with the network protocol. Now it is ready to use board. Means the appliances which will be connected on this board can be controlled remotely. So means like it is we are providing the Wi-Fi credential from the smartphone when there is a yellow light. Now waiting for the command from the Android application and AWS IoT. So from our smartphone we are sending a command of on or off appliances 1, 2 or 3 to our power board and it will reflect accordingly. So appliances status change. From here it is sending the log maintenance to the AWS IoT where we are maintaining the log that when our appliances is switched on and switched off, and if what's the status when the statuses get changed in future for our data analytics. So here is our power board. Like here you can see a small LED light which we are using to indicate, as I already mentioned in the flow chart, LED light indicated to show the status of the Wi-Fi connectivity. If it is red, it is trying to connect with the Wi-Fi credential. Yellow, it is finding Wi-Fi credential. Blue, it is internet connected and trying to connect with the network protocol. And green means it is ready to go. So our power board accepts commands from mobile app and AWS dashboard to change the state of the appliances. It is also sending back the response to the server to maintain the logs and on the mobile app to reflect the changes on the app. It is also creating an access point, and when there is the Wi-Fi credential there is not valid, our power board create a access point that is like a hotspot and to get the credential from our mobile app. So here I can show you the circuit design, internal circuit design of my power board. This is my power board. And here I have attached a relay board 4-channel chip, and here is a controller node MCU ESP8266 controller, and I am using a converter, AC to DC converter, and here is a WS2801 RGB LED light I am using. Moving to next slide, I am showing you few pictures of my actual power board. Here you can see in the first picture I am showing you the microcontroller which is placed in the board. Here it is the relay board I have placed, that is 4x1. Here there is a small adapter which is in between of the controller and relay, which is used to convert the AC to DC. And this is our final board. And here it is the LED light. Yes, here is a small micro USB I have provided because it's a development board I have created, and we are updating the build in the board, updating the code. That's why we have provided a micro USB chip slot outside the board to update the build, update the code to test it out. And this is our final product. And here I'm showing you with the lights. And yes, I forgot to mention one thing, like you can see over here the QR code. To register the power board on the server, we have generated a QR code, and by scanning the QR code with the mobile app, we are registering our power board with the server. Here you can see when it is green, it is ready to go. Here I switched on the first light, 2 lights, and then all lights. I switched it all the lights.
Well, thank you for this information, and that was great architectural that are designed by Nishal and the team, and that is pretty impressive. And apart from that, there is one more technical thing that has been designed by the IoT team, that is the mobile application. And this mobile application, definitely it is required in order to connect and to access this power board. And as I believe you can see, there are multiple features available on this mobile app. That's a logger user authentication, so that means it's pretty secure. And you also have a multi-user control at the same point of time. So like multiple users can download this application onto multiple devices, and they can control the house and this power board. And also, and you have, I believe Nishal already discussed about the QR code. Once I go to the next slide, you will find out that you need to enter the MAC details. You need to enter like a lot of details, okay, in order to sync this power board to the mobile app. But you don't have to do the manually typing. I know that's pretty hectic, right? So what we decided, let's go with the QR code. All you have to do is just a scan. Once you do the scanning, it will automatically pull everything from that QR code and automatically fill the spaces for you. And it go ahead and get connected. And just give me one moment here, and let me just go ahead and put it over to Nishal. He will let you know more into details how technically that works.
So like there are other features as well, like we can add, update, or delete a board from the mobile app. That is not the actually deleting the board, of course, on the server. Like it is from the mobile app that I don't want to control the appliances which are attached on this board. Then I can delete from my mobile app. Okay, I don't want to operate the appliances on this board. And it's a multi-user control. Like a board can be used by multiple users. Like I have installed a board at my home, and me, my wife, my parents wants to control that board, so it's a multi-user. And multiple devices control means like I have 2 or 3 power boards at my home, and I can control all the boards with my single app. So this is like that. So for that, like we have to add or delete the boards from my app. And there are three plugs on a board, so we have kept the functionality to operate each plug separately, or all controlling all the plugs together. So, and there is another changing Wi-Fi credential, that is I have already told you, like to provide the Wi-Fi credential to our power board, we given the functionality in our mobile app. And we can switch users. Like if I have added 3 boards and the same mobile is used by another member of my family, he can log in with his credentials, and then he have 2 boards, so he can control only 2 boards. And these are few of the features which we have developed, and few features are in progress. Like we have to display the analytics from our previous data, and that when how much time this appliances connected on this plug was switched on for the day. And another is like scheduling of appliances. Like I want to switch on the appliances like my AC or my geyser for 1 hour, 5 to 6 a.m. in the morning, so I can schedule those appliances. Those are in progress.
Oh, well, that was great information, Nishal, and I really appreciate the way that you discussed. And also, I'd like to just highlight a couple of things. As Nishal mentioned, we can schedule the appliances. So that is something which is really, I'm very keen on discussing this thing, because what happened, I'll tell you a real-time scenario with me. Whenever, like, because I work in Indian time, like in India, but I work for US timing, so I go early in the morning, 6 a.m. But before I go to bed, I need to take a shower. But I also want my air condition to be working as soon as I reach home, because it's pretty hot out here in India. So what I do while I before like half an hour or like 1 hour back, I just do all my things remotely using this application, because all these appliances are connected to this power board. So what happens, it automatically go ahead into the schedule mode, and where we can go ahead and we can go ahead and get things done before even I reach home. It is set according to my need. Like the geyser, the water is there, and also my room is pretty good as per my requirement. So this is what This will come into the next version, as what Nishil already mentioned. All right, so let's just moving on to the next slide right now.
Mobile app on my phone as well after this video, after this presentation. You can see over here, like this is a icon we have created for us is Powerball, and then it's a splash screen, then there's a authentication screen in which we added the email ID. Why is the email ID? Because it's a unique. Like we can use a name like Nishchal only, but there could be a lot of Nishchal in the world. So that's why we use the mail ID as a unique. And there's a password we have to enter, of course, to control our appliances. And we have put the option of show password and remember password, because I don't want to put the password again and again. It's my personal phone and I want to control the appliances every time during the day. So I don't want to put the password again and again. That's why I have to remember the password. And my app is also working as a service, like in the back end. If I'm working on something else, then of course like I'm getting the information on my app if there is any change in the appliances. And further, like there is screen of Powerboard registration. There is a button of scan code. When you open the scan code, it will open the camera and we have to scan a code, QR code attached on the Powerboard, and it will fetch the information. Currently, there is a basic information like Powerboard name, MAC address, location, and number of switches. So this is for the Powerboard registration. And this screen is setting means like to provide the Wi-Fi credential. Like I purchased a new Powerboard from the market. I install it at my home. Then first I have to add the board. Then I have to provide the IoT credential of my home to the Powerboard. So here in this screen, I will provide the Wi-Fi credential of my home. As soon as I provided the Wi-Fi credential and a Powerboard get registered with the cloud server, the Powerboard will get displayed in my dashboard. It's a test board, and there I have added 3 switches. So all are in off state initially. So this is our dashboard, and here it is a drop down list. Like if I have added 4 or 5 Powerboards, all will show over here in the list, and I can select any Powerboard and control the appliances connected on it. And there is a button of switch off and switch off all and switch on all, that I have already mentioned. Like I want to on all the switches in one go. Like it's 3, I have to scroll 3 times, but if I press this button, all the switches will on in one go. Further, I have okay, you can see like I have switched on one switch, and 2 others are in the off state. So here status updated on the server successfully, and our Powerboard will reflect accordingly. And it's a screen of update Powerboard. Here I have disabled the option to change the MAC address and number of switches, because it's not going to be changed. Only the thing is I can change the Powerboard name and the location. Maybe I have moved it from one place to another. That's the only option. That is just to remember that which Powerboard I am going to control. And here is the option to delete the Powerboard, and it's just a confirmation from the user, are you sure to delete the Powerboard? If I will say okay, then you cannot see that board in the drop down list. It's a small menu we have created that is just to add Powerboard, a setting to provide the credentials, and about is just to display our version. So it's now a 1.0 version which we have just released locally on our in-house, and of course we are going for 2.0, in which there will be more features.
And Nishal, could you just help me, like what all features that we expecting to be a part of version 2.0? Could you help us with that?
Yeah, surely. Like we are planning for the scheduling of our appliances which are attached on the Powerboard. Another feature which is most important, I will say, that is OTA, over the air update of the build. Like we have, all of us have smartphones, and after a few days we get the update build on our phone, and it is automatically updated to the latest version. So if we have put some build in our Powerboard and later on we have added more features, then how will we communicate to our present users that these are the new features which you can use, then I am putting the facility of over the air so that our power board can remain always updated with the latest features. So these are few of the features, and there will be more, of course, like controlling the appliances with the Bluetooth or some other medium if you are in-house in the home, and there will be more you can see in the further slides.
And Nishal, I believe you have a grandmother and grandfather at home, and they are using this one feature, right? Because
Exactly.
they are not able to move, and they are still using this feature back at home. It's very convenient for them to remotely
Exactly.
access the fan or TV, all those things, right?
Yeah, let me give you a small example. Like in the night, means when there is a time to switch off the lights, my mother say to my father, "Okay, you switch off the lights." My father say to my mother, "Okay, you switch off the lights." Nobody wants to came out for the quilt. It's a hot, it's a very cold outside, so there is an option using the your phone. You can switch off your lights.
Oh, that's great, and that is so what I believe. So it's great if we convert, if we are moving digitally for each and every single devices and appliances in this world. Why we have to set back only with old style or old school switchboards? Let's just move to the smart switchboards where you can power on and off. Like all most of your old appliances and devices remotely instead of just waiting and move to the switchboard or maybe like waiting for someone to come and switch off for you. You can do it remotely by yourself. So that means dependency will be no more a challenge. All right. So here we have IoT dashboard. Okay, and so let Nishal discuss more about this, how exactly this dashboard works. Nishal, could you just help us with this?
Yeah, of course. Like it's a AWS IoT dashboard. I will not say it's like we have achieved something in it. It's in progress, but yeah, like I can tell you something about that. So it's a AWS is like Amazon Web Services. We are using the AWS cloud for as our server, and we are creating a AWS IoT dashboard in which I will say like we are publish and subscribe to specific topic using AWS IoT console. That means like we can control our appliances using our AWS IoT dashboard. From the phone, we can control the same way there will be admin of the house who has the control of the dashboard as well. He can control if our my kids are switching on any appliances again and again, then I can switch off it permanently for my dashboard. So that's thing in progress. Another is like we can track inbound and outbound data of the server, and of course we are collecting a lot of data. So means I am going to give a graphical analytics of the data. In a month, how much time this appliances remain switched on. So we are using MQTT and XMPP connectivity to connect with our server, AWS IoT server. As you know like it's a secure as well.
So I just want to go ahead and check with you, Nishal. Like since this is a digital world and a lot of things are not so secure, can you just tell me how secure in terms of like someone can hack into this or some? Can you just let us know a little bit more about the security concerns?
Yeah, like MQTT is itself secure protocol. As I mentioned, our app is user authentication. So like we are controlling the users who can switch on off the appliances. So that's the security, of course. And MQTT and XMPP also provides inbuilt security. We are providing username, password, and SSL layer in this project to provide the security.
Oh, thanks
So
for
there
that.
are few of the graphs which we got from the AWS IoT, which shows the successful connections which we have like the board and message published, which we published like from the IoT dashboard. We are sending a message to our power board, and there are few messages charts like which protocol we are using: MQTT, HTTP, and how much is the inbound and outbound traffic. If I'm going further, like about the technology used in my board. So here the hardwares which we are used is ESP8266 Wi-Fi enabled microcontroller. So because like we have to provide the Wi-Fi credential that's required over here. And another is relays that is we are using for toggling the power supply. And there's a 3-in-1 electric power strip used for extended power supply. That's just a board. And we are using WS2801 RGB LED just to indicate in which state our power board is. And there is of course there is a adapter, AC to DC adapter, and there is a 10 ampere AC grade wire with ground. Means like it is just to connect with outer power supply. And the software which we are using to develop the mobile app, we are using Android Studio, in which we are programming in Java. In the power board, we are using embedded C, using the Arduino IDE platform, IDE, and we can use Atom IDE as well on the platform IO framework. And the protocols we are using MQTT, and we are on the server end we are using AWS IoT and Python and Django framework, and on the server end we are using MySQL. So there are a lot of software we have to use because there are 3 entities: mobile, our power board, as well as server. So everyone have their own language to use. So I would like to show you a demonstration which we have created.
All right. Well, that's great to see and to know more about the technology that has been used and introduced by Initial and the R Systems IoT team. Okay, and here we're going to go ahead and show a real time how they are using this technology in lab. Kindly like because we use this as raw video, but we just like to share with you how exactly it works.
Here, like I'm showing you the power board and my app, and as well as the server end that like which tables are get updated. So here it is my app. It's a little bit old video, so like you can see the app icon was not there. So I'm going to put the username and password over here. There is a option of show password and remember password, and then I clicked on login, and in a minute I am on a dashboard, and my phone is connected with the internet, but I cannot see any power board over here. So I have to register a power board over here, and on the power board I am showing you the yellow light. That means it is not connected with any Wi-Fi. It is looking for the Wi-Fi credentials. So it will remain in the same state. First I have to add the power board. In the power board, there is the basic information we have to provide, like board name, MAC address, power board location, and number of switches. Either we can provide the information manually, or we can scan QR code, which is easy way to provide the information, because it's just a MAC address. Nobody can remember the MAC address. So here I have the QR code for my power board. When I scan the QR code, I can see all the information get filled automatically. And then like here you can see MAC address, location in Noida, and number of switches 3. So I'm going to register the board on the server. Here I can change the board power board name as well, just for my my remembrance that okay, this is the board where it is installed. I can change any information during the registration. And like here you can see like test board 1 is there in the list of power boards, and there are 3 switches which are added, all are in off state. So there is an option to update and delete the board. If I will go to update board, then there is like I can update only the name of the board as well as only the location, because MAC address is never going to change, and number of switches are also fixed on the power board. So this is just me, like I moved from Delhi to Mumbai, so I will change the location only. And now the name is also updated, name is also there. And here on the server end, I'm showing you the tables in which I am showing you the information. Sorry, we are running out of time, so I will try to little bit fast of a video so that I can answer your questions, because like we have wasted few minutes when there was no sound. Okay, and I will share this video. You can offline you can check this video with the sound even. So here I am showing you the power board switches on the database table. Here I am showing that our light is yellow, that means it is not connected with the Wi-Fi and looking for Wi-Fi credentials. On the mobile I am using the setting, and then it is first connect with the smart power board, which is in the access point mode. It is connection lost with the local network and connected with the smart power board. Then we will select the Wi-Fi for which we want to send the credentials. So I'm going to cover the important points here. I am entering the credentials, then I say connect, and my credentials will transfer over the power board, and you can see the light is get changed from yellow to red to blue, and then finally it will change to green. That means now the board is ready to go. And when it gets the credential, it restarted once to set up its credential, and here you can see the light is changed to green. It means it's ready to go. And on the server end, I am showing you the status, power board status and switches status. There are 3 switches which are in off state. Here I am showing you how we are going to switch on the lights. You can see I am switching on a light on my dashboard. See, it's switched on. All the 3 are switched on. Here it is refresh button. That's just to refresh the boards and switches. And there's a button to switch off all. Yeah, I am showing you the server detail. Now on the server end, how our tables are get updated. The last I'm playing with the lights. You can see over here I'm switching on one light, switched off second light, and switched on third light. And here's a button to switch off all the lights in one go. It's one by one I'm switching off the lights. Switching on all the lights in one go. Switching off all the lights with one button. So that's about my demonstration. Let's move forward. So about the benefits.
As we already discussed and checked with Nishal regarding how exactly it works and how our mobile application is connected to the power board and how remotely we can access. And moreover, there are a lot of devices which is there in the market, but we are not basically focusing on those because they are too costly and because they are new in the market, so they can go with any kind of price. But we're working on with a low price model, and plus also the easy installation, which is not so technically like you need to be technical sound in order to install this one. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and also it connects directly to your phone, so you don't have to worry about it. And as I mentioned, like it's remotely, you can access all your appliances through the switchboard, which is more useful for the kids and the elderly people in your house. And even though you're watching, sitting on your couch watching your NFL game, and still you want to switch on the power supply back at the garage or somewhere, you can just sitting at your couch watching NFL game, and you can still do that. And as I already mentioned, it's a pretty low cost, and definitely when this prototype comes to the market, and definitely you'll find it very very at good price in comparison, which is already available in the market. And well, we have in future, in future we have a lot of features going to be part of this this application, and this prototype will be something in when it comes version 2.0. You will find a lot of new features coming up. Let me take you to the next slide. So these are the some features which is version 2.0, which is already being discussed with you when Nishal was discussing how exactly features which we have right now and what we're going to get in future. So we focusing right now on the schedule appliances, which we already testing right now. We didn't discuss. I already mentioned, right, when I go home and all those scheduling part, we already testing on it right now. So we once everything is good to go, we will launch that in version 2. And also we will get you the analytics on the power load and estimated power consumption. And finally we get the report, so you can control your electric bills, and you can find out where you are spending too much of money, where you spend where you can control all this electricity part using this power smart board that we design. And definitely there are a lot of other secret functions which is coming very soon uh, to your dishes right now. So just give me a moment here. Let me just take to the next one. And all right, wow, talking to you guys, I didn't even come to know, like we come to the final stage, which we say Q&A. It's called questions and answers. So we are ready here to take up your questions.
What is the benefit of your power board in server room? So I will say, if you are looking for server monitoring, it's not for the server monitoring, it's just a power board. I can say, if I have connected a server on my power extension smart power board, and I want to switch off or switch on any board remotely, any server remotely, then I can do that. But if you are thinking to monitor, then it's not possible. Of course, later says, we can think something, something more feature with that, but currently it is just a power supplied to any appliances connected on the power board.
And right now, I just want to say thanks to Intel and the organizers of IoT DevFest, and for inviting us to speak on this platform to express and also to present our device. From my end, Pradeep Kumar, is such an honor to be part of this DevFest. And over to you, Nishal.
Yeah, thank you so much, Intel DevFest and all other attendees to listening us patiently, because we took a lot of time to for our presentation. And if you have any questions or any doubt or any query, please mail us, and you can ping us one-to-one as well. Thank you, admin.